Morning, Falcon fans. Let's get right into it. We took a loss yesterday to the Detroit Lions. Big shout out to the Lions, though. I can't lie. The Lions is a very good team, and I had explained to a lot of Falcon fans, as much as we're trying to change the culture in Atlanta, they are quite frankly doing the same thing in Detroit. So I have to give them credit where credit is due. I figured going into this game, we're going to a hostile environment. The city of Detroit is fully behind their new regime with Dan Campbell and company. I thought that it was a quality team. Now, as far as the Falcons goes, I will say this. Defensively, we played solid. How about that one coaching, that one misassignment blunder by Richie Grant, which, case in point, I know a lot of folks ain't going to really let it slide at so many turns. I'm going to let it slide due to the fact that they picked up an offensive PI on Detroit that should have been called because that was a clear pick play, but it was like, no. So if they call that call, 9 times out of 10, that big play doesn't happen. Offensively, man, I'm gonna need the Falcons to go with what they know. As in, I need them to stick to the running game. The way we've been starting off the last couple of games, well, pretty much the whole season, like not running the football at first and then try to run the second half, they got to stop. Yesterday, to me, was a game worthy of Tyler Algier. It fits his style, that punishing, running the football type of style. But instead of you going toe-to-toe with the Detroit Lions in that aspect, you tried to pass the ball, which led to 7 sacks. Which brings me to my point, the Falcon fans. When a lot of folks have sat here and complained about us not being able to pass the ball, here's the problem. You have to run it first. That's been a staple in football for years. You run the football to set up play action and so on and so forth. I feel like we have to really get into that. If we want to continue our success, we have to go back to what we know last year. It was very questioning to me to see this because last year when we was down 28-3 versus the Rams and we nearly came back and won, we did it by running the football. You have to continue that trend. Run the damn ball. If you don't run the ball, you have games like that. Now you have folks saying, Ritter ain't this, that. Listen, the man is in his 7th start. He has not played a complete full NFL season yet. Technically, he only like close to the halfway mark right now in his starts. So he's still got a lot to learn. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to run the football. Play your game. That's really it. Play your game, you'll have some success. So, that's really much all I got for right now. Well, let me add this. Offensive line play was putrid. Y'all can single out one person, but I'm here to tell you, everybody played like shit. Jake Matthews, Matt Bergeron, Drew Dahlman, Chris Lindstrom, Caleb McGee, everybody did not do their job yesterday. But that goes into not playing towards your game. Our line is built on running the football. Why did we pass the ball 38 times? Made no sense. So, with that being said, again, we move it on to Jacksonville. And we had to go to London. The game would be bright and early Sunday morning. So I expect for us to bounce back and go back to playing our style of football. So, with that being said, y'all be good, Falcon fans. It's going to be a long week of crying.